Nicole, we have a suggestion for you in terms of to impact the health and wealth of your relationship with Chris. Have an argument, a real one.
and see how that goes.
Y'all haven't had one yet. Y'all need to get that done, get that out the way.
Our first argument, we were out of town and we had an uprising and we drove home 2, 3 hours. None of us said a word to each other.
Yeah, that's because she had a tune, y'all.
Sure enough.
A big one.
And you had a tune too.
Absolutely. Had mustard and all kinds of trimmings on it, didn't it?
And here we are now.
Over a decade later.
And I still got an attitude. What? What?
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
What about you?
Oh, I get that tune every once in a while.
Just keep
Keep
it
on.
right and tight.
Yeah.
Welcome to Cuff Alerts.
Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 16, episode number 19.
Nicole planned a romantic evening for Chris. They had a chef on hand. He prepared a meal for them.
They're right in front of the
And
face,
they
didn't
won the deck,
they?
and they had those white lights that I love.
Yeah. Hmm.
And they were doing their thing, and of course,
The ambiance was set, right?
yes,
And then what happened?
Nicole opened her mouth.
Oh, she must have
To
woke up from the
speak.
tranquilizer from the last review that we did, right?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So instead of enjoying the meal and the ambiance and being with her man, she started talking about where they're gonna live again. And
She beating the dead horse again.
and I gotta tell you, Chris gives her these looks, and for me, it comes across as if he's passive aggressive or just trying to control what he wants to say.
That's what I would do.
And
Choice
I just think
selection number B.
he should just go ahead and say it.
Well, he might not be able to say it in a way that doesn't kind of like offend
Crusher.
her or crush her
Well,
or
well, well,
insult
well,
her or
start off like
hurt her
that.
feelings or whatever.
Start off like that. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but
Put the disclaimer out there early.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
all right, that's a good move.
yes.
You hear that, Chris?
Start off like that.
Right.
But I need to tell you this because right through here,
You getting on my damn nerves. Too much?
right through here, I don't think you're having a conversation that will be helpful for our relationship.
Translation, you getting on my damn nerves and I don't want it to go south.
I think he needs to say at the very least he needs to say that. He doesn't have to say it like that, but be mindful of her feelings because she does have
She's overly
some
sensitive
sort of she
sometimes
right
anyway.
and she
Yeah.
have anxiety,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
tell.
Right, right.
But he could put it in a way that he's being kind and thoughtful, but also regulating and checking her.
Yeah, because she doesn't. She needs a lot of reassurance, seemingly, and it's not going to me, really begin to sink until she stops listening to the negative voices in her head that are causing, based on what I guess in part what has happened to her in past relationships. Start focusing on what's going on in front of her now with her husband.
Right. She doesn't stay in the now. She doesn't hang out in there. She's
Right
always going too far ahead or she's thinking from the back row.
now, you know what's
I just think she needs to start feeling those beautiful things that are happening in her life right now.
and
That, she did this thing for Chris. It's special. Her man is with her. They having a great conversation. The food is good.
stop looking for wrong stuff to happen. I believe Eris had said that he used to do that as well, but I think really someone who's kind of taken that to the next level has been Nicole. She doesn't understand that you know no matter who you are, okay, what you experience out of life, at some point in time, bad stuff is going to happen. So you ain't got to go looking for it.
No.
You don't.
Enjoy the beautiful things that's right in front of you now. Feel your life
Right?
now.
Life's going to deal with
Stuff
that.
is gonna come,
Right? You
but
don't
right
look for it.
now you're having a good time and you're having a good meal,
So why are you going to mess it
and you're
up?
in good company. So
Right?
just breathe. I think he needs to come clean.
I
I
agree.
just
He
think
needs to
he
speak up.
needs to speak up in a kind, loving way, and not like shut up or what have you, but say something. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but what you're doing is sort of like putting our relationship in the no-fly zone. And I know you don't want to do that. So let's try to get to a place where you stop doing that altogether.
Yeah,
Chris is not too gun ho about the living arrangements. And for
yeah,
the
that's
first time, he articulated that, they should wait until after decision day to make a concrete decision about what they're going to do.
yeah.
And that's reasonable.
He told Nicole, "Hey, look, decision day is our first priority. Let's take care of things one step at a time. Being overly concerned or stressed, let's deal with this. What's in front of us right now. Let's make it through decision day, and we'll be okay from there."
This could become really tricky once those cameras go off.
Well, if she doesn't deal with those I guess tendencies to do what Pastor Cal said and engage in that negative self sabotage talk, then yeah, there's gonna be some hurdles that they got to get over.
Well, and marriage itself, particularly when you get married, like 2, 3 years, they could be frequent upsets, frequent, and you got to make a decision to be committed to each other. Live in the now. That's why we giggle and laugh so often, because we could have a upset prior to coming on, and we still giggling and laughing because we have that commitment.
Yeah,
So
even when they got a two.
right, right.
Yeah, I mean
That's
that's just
just
part of
part of the
life.
life.
Exactly, and
That's part of the
and see,
relationship.
that's one reason why I guess when we first opened up, at the top of this video, we made a suggestion, I guess, kind of half jokingly, but the other part of it is very serious. They haven't had that challenge yet,
Right,
so until they go through that challenge, they don't know how stable things are really
right.
between them yet. They haven't had that conflict.
There's a whole lot, but you just keep that central thing, that focus on joy right now. Right now, the brother brings me joy, so he's a keeper.
Oh, y'all hear that? You can take life serious, but don't be too serious about
Don't be too serious about it.
about everything. Yeah. Cool.
The ladies go out for their final meeting or
Yeah.
encouragement
Group
meeting,
meeting.
group
Yeah.
meeting
At the club.
at the club,
And the
and
fellas do so as well.
Nicole is drinking. She's turned up and she's dancing. These dudes joined the ladies, and
Single
Nicole started
dudes.
talking about her man, and the brothers started to clown her a little bit. They told her that her man was a beta, and he probably is a trained beta. She didn't find that too amusing. However, she didn't defend him, Chris, in a way that the brothers could understand, and I thought her defense of him was a little bit weak.
A little bit. No strength. Zero.
So I was surprised at that. She talks so much, she doesn't have some conversation, some clapback,
Comfortable. Yeah. I
some
thought, and you know what's interesting about that? She's always got her 2 cents to add as it relates to somebody else's relationship. But I tell
right.
you what, it was noticeably absent when she was out with the girls.
I thought them calling her man a beta and he was trained warranted a strong
Like hold up meathead or something like that, or something more forceful than that.
I would say so, but that's just me.
She missed that opportunity. They're gonna stay together. I think I picked them from the beginning of the season to do just that, and nothing has changed.
Yeah, Nicole and Chris gonna say yes on decision day.
Right.
Um, but there are challenges ahead, and I hope they can overcome everyone. Hiring a professional because they will need help.
Okay. I can go with that too.
Chris can't handle Nicole alone, and um, Nicole sees Chris as weak. That's why her defense of him wasn't forthcoming. It was weak as well, and she needs to switch that up in her head because Chris is not weak.
I don't think so either, but I just think that he's.
Because he doesn't check her, that doesn't mean that he's weak.
I think he's somebody that doesn't want to come off the wrong way against somebody who's kind of vulnerable right now, got issues that she needs to work on right now.
Well, he don't want to stump on someone who's down, but that doesn't mean that he's a weak
No,
man.
I agree.
We wish them the best.
Yeah.
Bless you. Have a good one. We'll
Happy
talk
Mother's
to you
Day to y'all
soon.
and mothers. Yeah.
Amen.